Hi everyone, and I hear we have a special guest who's joining us here in the studio. Want to come in and say hello, special guest?
That's right. It's me, your boy, Donald Trump, everybody's favorite dictator, president, here for you. I hope you all are having a wonderful, wonderful day. You know, it's just a beautiful day out there. I've just been watching some birds die underneath a windmill because, you know, so many birds die every day at windmills. It's almost like the birds can't avoid hitting things. I mean, you'd think they'd know how to fly by now, right? But no, they don't. But I hope you guys have been doing okay. I've been doing well myself, you know. Life's good. I just sit at home in my golf course all day. That is when I'm not taking awesome fucking photos. You know, when I'm not taking awesome fucking photos, I am just playing golf at Mar-a-Lago, you know, because that's what I do. And it's awesome. I hope you guys have been good. Oh, hold on. Let's try to do something. So look, you want to know what an awesome mud shot looks like? Here, let me show you. It looks like that, folks. That's right. That's what your awesome, totally awesome mud shot looks like. Alright, it's badass. Alright, and when I'm not taking those down at the Fulton, down in Georgia, or wherever the hell that was, I can't even remember, you know, beautiful jail, by the way, real nice place. The folks down there are real awesome. And I like them so much over there. They gave me a nice, like, 5-course gourmet meal down there at the jail. It is awesome. It is for better jail staff, honestly. Prosecutor's a friend of mine as well. That's why he wants to lock me up so bad. Because I betray all my friends. That's just what I do, you know? You can't possibly expect me to stay friends with anyone for more than 2 weeks. I mean, why do you think I fired so many people? Yeah, in my cabinet, there's nothing else for me to do. I mean, I'm a TV reality show host, for God's sake. You didn't think I would actually be a real-life president, did you? I mean, come on. I'm a con artist, a professional con artist. I started Trump University, which gave out fake degrees to anyone who would pay me money. Here's how the process worked, all right? Real follows all the education principles. You cut me a check, all right? You mail it to me. Once I cash the check in my bank account, my son, you know, we have my son, Donald Donnie Jr., he goes in the bedroom and he prints out on the computer, from the computer, because, yeah, he's a real computer whiz, that kid, let me tell you. He goes and he prints out this certificate that he photoshops your name onto, and then he mails it to you, and there you go. Just like that. You can say you're a college graduate. Just don't put it on your resume because they won't accept it. And it'll make you look stupid and like me. But once again, getting back to, you know, I just love to sit there and play golf at the Mar-a-Lago resort. And I like to charge Secret Service agents to rent the golf carts because I am broke and I can't afford to not have them paying their fair share for the golf carts. Okay, and let's also get into this next thing, all right? We all know that I won that 2020 election fair and square, all right? You know, what do you think? We were in the middle of a global pandemic that people wouldn't want to go out and vote in person. You don't think that the fine folks at the United States Postal Service couldn't get the mail safely to the voting polls? What was happening, you see, was that they would take the mail-in ballots, and the post office, they really hate me. I mean, I put a postmaster general in charge over there who just completely, like, cut hours, cut staff. Actually, oh, sorry, didn't cut staff. Basically, we said, hey, guys, I need you to work 80 hours a week for me, okay? We're going to jack up the price of all the postage. We're going to extend. We're going to basically, my business model was simple for the post office. Okay. We're going to make the service worse. We're going to charge more for it. And then we're going to work the staff to the absolute bone. 80-hour weeks. No extra pay. That we're going to cut your pay probably. Because, you know, it's not like the federal government has billions and billions and billions of dollars, that it just finances on debt. I mean, we're like the worst, the U.S. government is like the worst Ponzi scheme if you think about it, because it's just, you just borrow, you know, you're basically robbing Paul to pay Peter. Not that I would know anything about that. I've been bankrupt like 5 times, so I don't know anything about finance. I just pretend like I do. And I wrote a book about it, but I didn't actually write the book. Oh my God, this thing. See, I pretended to write a book about finance, pretending that I knew what I was doing. But the reality is everyone knows I didn't know what I was doing. All right, if I knew what I was doing, I wouldn't have been bankrupt 5 times. But let's go back to this mail-in ballots thing. All right, guys, we all know it was all a big conspiracy between the Democrats and Joe Biden and the United States Postal Service, because they wanted revenge for what I did to them. You know, for trying to make the post office profitable, unsuccessfully, I might add. They wanted revenge. So what did they do? They started chucking those mail-in ballots. They threw them in dumpsters. They started sending like double ballots to all the Democrats. You know, it's ridiculous. Total ridiculous. Hogwash. All right. I told you what I said. The folks at the Defense Department and the Pentagon, I said, I need tanks to roll down Pennsylvania Avenue and keep Joe Biden out of the White House, because the White House is mine. All right. And, you know, this thing is the Supreme Court. All right. They were supposed to come in and help back me up here. I put 3 justices on there. All right. And then they just stabbed me in the back. They just stabbed me in the back. You know, they didn't want to get involved. You know, it's like this is a democracy or something. You know, it's like, geez, it's ridiculous. Like a guy puts you on the highest court in the land and you don't even have the respect to back me up and just make me the God-given dictator of the United States of dictators. I mean, what do you want from me? But don't worry, guys. We will be back in 2024. We'll make America great again. One racist person at a time. All right, just remember, guys, we're going to go back to building the wall that I didn't build the first time, but nobody talks about that anymore. No one talks about the wall that I didn't build. That's so 2016. Okay, just forget about that. But just remember, those Mexican hombres, they're very, very dangerous. Okay, and you know, don't go flying to any country, you know, with a lot of Muslims, because they, you know, ISIS, they're very dangerous as well. Yeah, you might have heard of them. ISIS, you know, very, very dangerous terrorist group over there, right? But you know, don't worry, guys. I'm very good friends with Vladimir Putin of Russia. Real fine guy, Class A gentleman, if you didn't know. And he's got troops over there dealing with the ISIS in Syria, along with my other buddy, Bashir al-Assad. Have you heard of Assad? Real great guy. Class A citizen. He's been doing a fine job over there in Syria. You know, just giving the people in Syria everything they need. You know, and all those accusations about him, you know, that he's like, you know, torturing his people and using gas bombs against them. It's ludicrous, guys. Absolutely ludicrous. It's about as fake as that 2020 election. That's what that is. All right. And if I get reelected, the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to go running to Uncle Vladdy, because I can't have him spilling all the dirt that he has on me. And I'm immediately going to go line the U.S. troops up behind him, and I'm going to help him invade Ukraine. Because those guys, who do they think they are? All right, they were in cahoots with Joe Biden before the 2020 election, trying to cover up that investigation of Hunter Biden. You know Hunter Biden, right? Did you know he got indicted lately? I think he got indicted. I'll have to check with that. You know, I get my news from Truth Social, which has no truths on it. So, you can't blame me if I'm out of touch with reality. I mean, I did spend 4 years on doing that. So, yeah, and getting my news from tweets, which, by the way, my boy Elon, he's really done a stellar job with that X.com. You know, there's no place that when I am really feeling scurvy, I don't call hookers anymore. I learned my lesson from Stormy Daniels. I don't call her anymore. She won't service me anyway. But and that wasn't hush money, by the way. That was she earned that money doing great work. Fine job. I highly recommend her. But the reason what was I even saying again? My memory starts to go on me. I don't know. I just talk so fast that I just gotta lose track of what I was just saying 30 seconds ago so I can contradict myself, because that's what I do. But don't worry, guys. I'm kind of like a smart person. And who knew this DJ thing could be so complicated, right? I mean, it looks easy. You walk in there and say, everyone says, he's the best DJ that I've ever met. The best DJ that I've ever met. That's what they tell me. That's what I hear from people all the time. I mean, geez. But yeah, what I would do, guys, is I would immediately, first day one, I'd come in, I'm president. All right. First thing we're doing, we're building the wall again. The second thing we're doing is I'm sending some tanks to Uncle Vladdy, and we're just gonna send the U.S. troops in. We're gonna send them behind the lines with the Russian troops. We're gonna fight shoulder to shoulder with the Russians like we did back in World War II, and we're gonna face the sight of modern Nazism, or whatever Putin says. I don't know what he goes with these days, you know. I mean, dictators have to evolve all the time. So, yeah. But, I hope you guys are so following me or so far. I hope I didn't lose you. You know, I know I can kind of get all over the place sometimes, you know. Man, this software, OBS, it really hates me, guys, you know. I can't imagine why. I mean, everybody loves me. Everybody loves me. That's why I didn't lose the 2020 election by like 5 million votes or something ridiculous like that. You know, it's almost like I walk down the street and everyone's just like, man, I love that guy. Swell guy. I would just love to go to dinner with him. You know, and you just don't listen to any of the other people who were my friends, like, I don't know, Chris Christie. You might have you heard of him? Chris Christie, former governor of New Jersey. What a fine guy. He was my friend. I promised him a cabinet position, and then as soon as he got done helping me, I stabbed him in the back and didn't give him one. All right, so now he hates me. All right, that's fine. He almost hates me like Pence. And can you blame him? I mean, look, the guy spent 4 years sucking up to me at the White House. And what do? I sent an angry mob in who wanted to hang him. And I just sat, and while that was happening, I just sat back on the couch and, you know, in the nice big bedroom in the White House, and I just did this. Man, that's a really great mob over there. I can't believe there's so many people that love me, that they're literally willing to go beat cops over the head with flagpoles and breaking windows in the Capitol and defecating in, you know, Nancy Pelosi's office. Man, that was great. What a skag, right? That Nancy Pelosi. I mean, come on. You know, yeah, you're clearly Mike McCarthy is the better of the two people over here. Did you hear he's starting a Trump? Did you hear that he's starting an impeachment against Joe Biden? I mean, I don't know anything about those guys. I don't know anything about those. I was the best president to ever walk the face of the planet since what was his name? Sorry, guys. You know, I talk about how clueless Joe Biden is, but even I'm starting to lose my memory. It's something called old age. You guys ever heard of it, old age? My doctors tell me, so you're in such fine health, but, you know, you're not you're not a young buck anymore. Maybe you should lay off the Big Macs. And I'm like, but I love Big Macs, see? That's what I eat every day, you know? What else do you want me to eat? Yeah, well, where was I? I already lost my train of thought. I don't even know anymore. But, yeah, just remember, Trump 2024, I'm going to be back. We're going to make this fine country great again. Just one day at a time. All right, I can't go back. I can't wait to just be tweeting policy on Twitter again. I can't wait to go suck up to Vladimir Putin, destroy Ukraine. I can't wait to go back to building the wall and putting Muslim vans in and firing aides every other day. Oh yeah, that's what I was saying. Mike Pence, he was the guy. You notice he's not my running mate anymore. You know why? It's the guy who can't stand me. Because I stabbed him in the back just like I stab everybody else in the back. Because I don't care about anyone other than myself. That's why everybody loves me. Because I just say it like it is, and I don't care if it hurts your feelings. Unless you're the general, unless you are among the people who I have brainwashed and wrapped around my thumb, and who will believe any word I say. By the way, guys, the sky is purple, and I know you believe that because you'll believe literally any lie that I feed you. Literally any lie that I feed you. Basically, you're like my puppet. You're like mindless drones. I say jump, you say how high. I tell you walk off a bridge, you walk off a bridge. Right? I tell you to go storm the Capitol. I didn't do that, by the way. You go and do it. Because that's what we do at cults. All right? The MAGA cult is still alive and well, but it's broke. So make sure to buy your Trump 2024 hats, because I spent all my money on stupid things, and that's why I was bankrupt 5 times. Did I mention I was bankrupt 5 times? I know. But we try not to talk about it. You know, that's why do you think I had to do that show, The Apprentice? You think I would do such a terrible show if I didn't have to? Of course not. You know, whatever. But I'm totally broke. That's why I can't pay any of my lawyers. I didn't pay Rudy Giuliani, even though the guy basically made a public embarrassment out of himself. I mean, literally had his law license stripped away. He's like, went down in disgrace for me. And I just burned him like I do everybody else who was ever my friend. So, you know, and Mike Pence knows about that firsthand. He spent 4 years sucking up to me in the White House, just doing whatever, just doing being a little vice president. And then just because my ego was too big, and I just couldn't stand the fact that I lost, you know, which I didn't lose, by the way, but, you know, I lost, so whatever. He was just stolen from me. We all know it. We all know the truth. But just because I couldn't stand to know that I could have possibly lost, I mean, how could I lose? Especially to that guy like Joe Biden. I mean, can you imagine if I lost to a guy like Joe Biden? I mean, come on. You know? You'd think I was like, like the most unpopular president in the world or something like that. Never happened. Never happened. You know, I have less scandals than Watergate. Okay? Less scandals than Watergate. More popular. All right? And that's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. And I can't wait to get back to making this fine country great again. And we'll go back to pretending like I care about you while simultaneously giving all my friends tax breaks. Yep, that's what I do. I'm going to give every one of my rich friends tax breaks. I'm going to give them all cabinet positions so that they have to come hang out at my fancy hotel that's about to go bankrupt. We don't talk about that either. And, yeah, that's what we're going to do. And along the way, you guys are going to buy my flags and my bumper stickers and my shirt, and you're going to do whatever I say. Because I said so. And, you guys will believe, like I said, anything I said. You know, I could tell you that your name is, Jill Fraudster, and you would believe me. Who's Jill Fraudster? I have no clue. No clue. But, yeah. But anyway, I just wanted to stop in and let you guys know I appreciate you listening to me rant on. I just have to get these out of the way because, I'm going to be going to either state prison in Georgia or federal prison soon. So I got to make sure that I am able to get the word out before then. Go MAGA. Go MAGA. Go MAGA. Hail Trump. All hail Trump. Yes, that's right. We all love it. So, but I'll let you get back to, I'll hand the mic back over to, your friend DJ Slimshaky so that he can get back to the music for you. But, thanks for having me here today. I really appreciate it. And just remember, I'm kind of like a smart person, and that's why you should vote for me in 2024. The big giant man maybe who doesn't read anything more than 250 words. Oh, and one last thing. I just want to let you guys know, this was me the last month of my presidency in the White House. Almost. Can you believe it? What is it? Go file a bunch of frivolous lawsuits. Yeah, that was me. That was me. I didn't do anything. And then damn Democrats tried to impeach me because I wasn't doing my job, and how dare they? How dare they? Anyway, we're good. I'm going to hand it back to DJ Slimshaky. I think I've taken up enough of your time. Just remember, you got to vote for your favorite DJ and your favorite president. 2024. It'll be a real shit show. If you love shit shows and watching the country burn to the ground around you, vote for me. 2024. We'll do it. We'll make America racist again. I mean, great again. So long. This is Donald Trump signing off. The prison van just pulled up to haul me off to federal prison, so I should probably go. Bye-bye.